I absolutely love doing the all starting passives run. It's like actually so fun. And Refillibuster is a very good passive for it. We're going to be using the Peglin tuition pool, which is to say we can access anything. Now, exactly as to what I want to be doing this run, this map's quite nice. Uh, Something to do with infection would be nice. I'm still trying to set that kind of thing up. It would be really nice. Additionally, though, I'm actually just very happy to play it in a lot of different ways. And that's the neat part, I really can. All starting passives gives you so many options. And the fact that I've also got a Peglin pool also improves the options that I can find. Basically means I can get anything. Oh yeah, it is really just going right, huh? Really not the most interesting map, unfortunately. I would have loved to get something real. Preferably with tons and tons of elites. Now that I have the Refillibuster though, let's be real, I can actually take on tons and tons of elites. It's like probably not recommended, just because stuff like plants is still a really bad fight. The new tree fight also is not made that easy by Refillibuster. But like, there are some passives you can get which just give you an interesting run. Okay. I was going for a cool bounce. It seems I did not get it. Much like that. Except that one I actually did get. If I get a fight here, I could potentially push up to 105 gold, but most likely that's just not happening. Excellent. Let's take the same shot. Lovely. Deco was such a good buy here, but it is actually hilarious how it's just not worth it anymore. So that's real time. What do we think? I've only got one elite, right? If I had more than one elite, I'd actually consider this tactful. Oh my god, fine. Not a fan of that. It's there was one good passive in that store, and it just so happened that a previous passive that I picked up and made it useless. There we go. I actually do want to do that. It is slightly silly, but there are a few reasons why I think it's actually going to work out just fine. Number one, I have round gun. I wouldn't have done it without round gun, first of all. Number two, something like experimental originality is very, very handy. I would love to get a crit. Damn it, a crit would have been a huge deal there. I'm actually just going to take that shot. It's perfectly fine. Oh, the refresh moves, I see. Forgot about that tiny part. Well, maybe this didn't line up the best. That's funny. It's fine though. Really not too much of an issue. I actually can play Ouroboros. My plan was to do discard nonsense, but until I actually find the discard nonsense, it's obviously less required. I think I would do Spiffy Crit. Oh, that's so good. Okay, here's the thing. I'm taking Spiffy Crit because of this guy. I'm actually, yeah, I'm kind of terrified of that guy. I don't really have the tools to beat him right now, and I would like to make sure that I have those tools. It's pretty important. I'm just going to take this. It is basically inevitable that I reload right now. Wow. Could I have both of these passives? That would be cool. Double the chances that I get Bramble, yeah. For sure. That's fun. We will, of course, grab that. This is certainly a nice passive. I would love to hit another synergy piece just to make it even more worth it, though. You can hit some bombs. If you get two, I'll be very happy. Perfect. I didn't need the third, but it works. Now, I doubt this shot's actually going to do anything, but I don't exactly need it to either. I actually do appreciate having the circle scaling and all of the excessive crit damage that I also have. It's nice to be stacking both of them. 12 starting shielding, that's actually a really nice amount. I've forgotten how much I love Baladroid Egg. It's actually a really, really good combo. It is definitely something to think about when you... Damn, close. When you're playing Belen and you get the egg event. Not that I would usually recommend taking the Bramble, But I imagine there are times where you can take it. It's not too bad, especially if you get at a higher level, right? Just probably reasonably unlikely that you do. Alright, now let's just pop things. There we go. Nice and simple. I'm simply going to do this upgrade. I think that Echo 80 is just required of me. I want to make sure that I'm exiting this boss fight with a decent chunk of health. And I'm just kind of worried that that otherwise wouldn't happen. The upgrade is decent. Let's see how much wine and bramble we can get on him. It seems like it's not exactly happening as much as I would like. The explodable is definitely adding up though. This is the other part of the reason why I wanted it. Just because as long as... Damn. I'm getting the exploitable, my echo is going to be stacking up, which means that the second I'm like... I can get like good damage on crits. And then if I hit a crit, suddenly, you know, that's 10 exploitable and he's taking double damage. It's 150 damage from the echo. Like, he just dies to that. Like that, sure. It's extremely, extremely nice. Leaves the rest for later. Glorious suffering. It is, I imagine... pretty decent. It's a lot of upgrade. It's so good depending on what I can hit. I might actually just try this out. I think that despite the fact that I don't really have a high roll thing for right now, I think it is just worth me taking right now. Just seeing what I can find. You want me to do... I could do triple elite. It's certainly something I could do. And here's the thing. Refillibuster alone is still just like pretty decent with it. Because like technically you're not hitting more pegs, but you're getting more procs of it, which means it's happening more of the time than you want it to be happening, which is important. They're just much smaller numbers that they're being pinged for. Which, as I mentioned, can still just be exceptionally useful. I definitely would like some form of damage mitigation though. If it's healing, then I'm fine with that. Currently, I definitely just take damage, and I would like to not just be taking damage, I would like to be able to... good shot. Take less damage, because it's Area 2. And Area 2 will just murder you. Especially if you don't have the tools for it. Dupe an orb, I can dupe the egg. So why do I want to dupe any of these orbs? I lose prevent originality benefits. Yeah, no, there's just no point. Alright, let us make sure. Looks like it's guaranteed. Full roll? That was nowhere near a full roll, oh my lord. Wait, what the hell? Oh, I forgot the Cruci 20 effect buffs them so that they have super speed. You're just like teleporting, really. Option House Gunfighter being nice there. If I could hit this chain, that would be nice. I would like that quite a lot. It's just very hard for me to get there though, because I happen to be extremely, extremely good at hitting refreshes right now. Something to do with the fact that there's like 11 refreshes on the board. It's quite a few. And I would love to go to this store and buy a cookie. That'd be nice. So you need me to get to 165 if I want to buy 3 passives in this upcoming place. That does not seem like it's happening, does it? I mean, like, I can try, but I'm not going to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time I checked, that does not get me to 165. So will I buy a remove? Depends what kind of passives I'm looking at. Wow. These are some nice passives. I wonder how I'm going to build out that though. There are a few ways I can play it. There's literally no point in buying that. Do I want the rubble? Let's answer this again. Do I not want the rubble? Yes, that's the correct question. Because the rubble should be distinctly pretty good at getting a good first shot, and then the Ouroboros can hopefully keep getting good further shots. That's what I would like. My first rubble shot was not the greatest. It's admittedly not upgraded at all right now, but hopefully future rubbles just tear through things. They're also not that bouncy right now, which definitely contributes, doesn't it? Look how much damage this is, by the way. The crit scaling is exceptionally lovely. I can just attempt aiming a crit and get like 70 kill damage. Oh my god, it's so weird. Alright, let's chuck that upgrade there. Counterfeit crits clear the way. I mean, I've talked about how much I want debuff stuff. Yeah, that sounds like fun. It may not be the best call there, but I want it. I'll wait if I can deal more. Maybe I should have taken the passive, which is the best against Demon Wall there. I'm not saying that clear the way is completely useless against Demon Wall, but it's completely useless against Demon Wall. Let's just hit that quick. I just need to make sure I'm getting that kill there. Just I'm taking the one less hit. It's a pretty big deal. Now, with this path, I actually don't have any question marks, so I am perfectly fine to just shoot this egg. You know, probably will just end up doing that too. Alright, as long as I'm getting a killer hit, I am perfectly happy with this. It's quite lovely, isn't it? The Ouroboros certainly can do things. Oh god, I'm worried about this Demon Wall fight. I don't know if I have the tools that I want to beat it, but I guess I can still get better tools coming. I need to make sure I'm not bringing the egg into the Demon Wall fight as well. If I do that, I would be not happy. Not happy. Enhanced, so let's just hit that. Grab a whole 4 more gold. I'm sure that 4 more gold will matter. It's a bomb baton. I have enhanced gunpowder, so I kind of just take it. The adventure upgrade actually does matter for the Demon fight, but I think the bomb baton matters more. There are just some fights where it's extremely nice, eh? Alright, good first hit. It's a bit unfortunate that I have to take some more flex damage, but I am fighting Demon Wall, so I am actually just totally fine in terms of this boss is not actually going to do damage to me, and also you're just dead. Faster than I expected, that's for sure. Sash of Focus. If only it did something. I'll take the Sash of Focus because the other passives actually do anything there either. But I definitely am looking for something slightly more. That counts. Adventurous Backpack is not worth trying to set up for at this point. I'm just trying to take anything which can help me out in that final fight. So here I will actually do this. Get rid of you. Because I don't want it in my deck for the Demon Wall fight. It would be quite negative to say the least. Ping, 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 ping. Yeah, I get it. You did tons and tons of damage. Also, an extra brick slime in this fight. That's pretty brutal. I will have enough damage to one-shot him for the next shot, though, which is nice. Alright. Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing about Clear the Way, eh? If only I'd seen an Augur or a Primordial Frost. I just chose not to take either of them. Maybe they were correct choices to not take, but they were really passives. They can do so much. $309. Here's the thing. I'm actually perfectly happy to get my Slash Pop in this upcoming Elite fight. Like, sure, it's unfortunate I dropped down to 30 health in this fight, but there is still a good chance that I don't actually lose any more health in this area too. It's probably not going to happen though. In fact, depending on what area 2 Elite I get, I could potentially lose. Oh my god, I killed them with pure Refillibuster power. Lovely. Oh wow, that's a big shot as well. Got 2/3 of the gold left on the map. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a stab in the dark that perhaps we're not actually losing any health for this fight. I don't know, something about my first shot being a free 600 damage, which also applying to Exploitable. Yeah, I imagine that I'll just be fine. Ouroboros can do some things extremely well. I did think that this run was going to lean towards, what's this synergy called? Reload synergy? I thought that it was extremely likely. Doesn't seem like that's been the case. I think I should still be pretty close to my... Yeah, my Molly Slab. Perfect, I need that. Oh. That helps out. That helps out a lot. I'm very happy to see that. Of course, there are other passives I would have preferred to see, but damn, that is definitely a passive that I'm extremely, extremely happy to see. Because I have Enhanced Gunpowder and Bombaton, and in the Demon, what's his name? Demon. It's Demon Wolf or Demon Head. In the Demon Wolf fight, you really do want access to the Enhanced Gunpowder bombs because it does so much damage. It's actually crazy. And the fact that I'll get it back with every possible refresh is really nice. Technically, I'm not actually getting it back with every refresh because my refreshes don't do that anymore, but I can get it back with every possible refresh. Nice. It also just really empowers my normal fights as well. I don't need you. Alright, yeah, as I expected, I wasn't going to lose any more health in the Area 2 encounters. So hopefully I don't actually proc this sash, but the chances are good. This is definitely unfortunate. I would have preferred not to get my Orbost first. Rubble first can do some incredible things. But we will see. Actually, Rubble can do some incredible things, so I should have just discarded the Orbost immediately. I can definitely agree with that. It looks like I'm dealing enough damage though, doesn't it? It really does. Which makes me exceptionally happy. I might actually run out of... That is true. I might run out of pegs because the Enhanced Gunpowder is popping that many and the fresh course... what's the special called? Leaks the rest for later can't quite keep up. That is very possible. But I'm pretty sure if I just keep changing which direction I'm aiming on, yeah, they're just going to refill. And look at that, a lovely 2,000 damage. If only I had any more shots left, because apparently I have no more shots left. Damn. Cool. It's just a shell. I'll pass on the deep fresh potion. I don't know why, but I think it might not be the best choice. Gold. Gold. It is an exceptionally good passive. Now, I haven't quite got the high roll for the rest for later yet. I'm hoping I get that very soon. But I'm sure that it'll be worth it in the end. It usually is. Man, I really wish I could remove this Hollow from my deck. I feel like the Orbost event should be able to remove the Hollow from your deck. I think that random removal should be able to remove it from your deck specifically. I think that it's fine if target removals can't, but I don't know. I like the idea of it. Because that way you're more tempted to make them as well. Because inherently taking a random removal is dangerous. Now, I should probably take that. What we're looking at, no healing. I really should, but I'm not going to. I kind of just can't be bothered. That's my reason. It sounds like pretty good reason, doesn't it? Let's see what you can do. I mean, I say let's see what you can do. I know what it's going to do. We all know what it's going to do. Let's just see how much damage you can get, shall we? Nice, thank you. I never doubted you for a second, Rubble. Okay, this is actually fun. I do have pretty good AoE control. I would like to hit it though, because I didn't hit it though. Alright, let's get my blind. I did not get my blind. It's actually spicy. No way he blows up on me, right? Oh my god. Let's get that Sasha focus, baby! I did not expect to be popping my sash in this fight. That is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, this is more like what I expected, but whatever. That's a lot of health. My sash is basically popping that fight. It's now inevitable that it's popping, and my healing is so much time to die. I will do this. How about that? Is it a bad idea? Is it a good idea? Who knows? There's my sash. This might actually be extremely dangerous. That's super boot. Well, I couldn't have done it beforehand. Yeah, I think taking healing here is likely a good idea. Now let's... Okay, good. I already have the achievement for die during events, so I definitely don't need to collect that. Very good first shot. I'll have to do that. Very good second shot. Let's not die here. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Let's also not die here, which means hitting the crit, right? Okay, that was distinctly closer than I would like, shall we say? Let's also not die here. Oh yeah, I can shoot him. Never mind. I might have missed the 10 shilling. We're gonna be honest. I kind of forgot about it. This is actually a fight where Darkness and Turbo won't matter, because of course I can barely ever hit the right enemy. Okay, good to know. A shot like this actually does work. You know, shooting through the black hole, perfectly normal stuff. Oh la la. It intrigues me. It intrigues me a lot. Heavy power is what I want right now. Sorry, let's just buy these passives. What kind of orb am I looking for? I mean, Robble's in this upcoming fight with Ouroboros actually just... It does sound like one of the best possible game plans, doesn't it? Okay, fine. I'm going to skip over the orb version. Robble's plus Ouroboros really does sound like one of the best possible game plans, so I'm just going to stick with it. There are definitely... Okay. This could get exceptionally dangerous here. I will actually shoot this, just because I was hoping it would hit slightly more than that. Not quite yet. Okay, this is, getting close. I would like not to die here. Okay. Alright, there we go. That should simplify things drastically, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. Again, I will be pressing the hill button because I'm a coward. And, well, more importantly, there's no reason for me not to shoot. I am not going to another store unless I misnavigate. Sorry, misnavigate. Unless I get the random navigation event. Let's try that again. And so, yeah, let's just do this. Well. Oh, we'll take the popping corn. Yes, move along. Rubble popping corn. Usual nonsense. It's very, very good. Oh, okay. This is actually fun. Let's see what you can achieve, eh? Now, first shot, we got a solid... Where's the health, shall we say? Kind of hilarious I didn't get blind or bramble, though. Let's just keep healing up. I now have exceptionally good healing at this stage, especially since I have double max HP. But I'm just going to keep pressing the button. My AoE control is actually pretty bad, so yet again, I'll be skipping this. Nice. I really appreciate that extra damage scaling that I'm getting from the Master Drill. It's actually a really big deal. And also, you'll notice, I full healed in that fight. Not surprised there. Bullpen Hammer refreshes fast. Yeah, okay. Somehow that's actually the passive I'm taking there. Technically I could take Bullpen Hammer and try and... It's only positive. Okay, well, apart from that one. That one is just net neutral, basically. I'm not going to complain though. I like the renavigation event. It's just funny that I got the worst option when all the other options were looking pretty decent. If only I can get that on my normal ones too. Oh right, yeah, it's 11 per. Maybe something. Honestly, the fast reacting is actually not bad here. Maybe I was a bit too mean to it. It's an impressive amount of delusion. It matters. Oh, there we go. That's exactly the kind of thing I want to build. Right, if I get a removal event to remove Ouroboros here, I actually will. Specifically because the game plan, which involves just shooting a rubble every shot, that's my favorite game plan. So that was effectively being offered to me, and if I could have taken it, I would have. Unfortunately, I got this fight, which is also not going to add anything interesting to my deck. Is it? Yeah, no, I don't want any of this. Because currently the stats that I'm getting per reload are looking pretty nice, right? Pretty nice. It's +7 +3? Yeah, +7 +3. Last time I checked that, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Right, if only I had Bombs Apply Blind 2 right now, because then this fight would be done. It would be done. It would make it extremely easy. But no, I actually will have to slowly scale up, and then eventually my hits are going to hit enough bombs that I can do enough damage to the boss, and then I'm going to get my Bramble, which is definitely going to matter. And let's... Oh, okay. Alternative idea. What if I just grind Flying Sapper XP? We saw my bestiary quite recently, and I am severely, severely lacking in terms of Flying Sapper XP. Like, it's literally the enemy that I have the least XP for, even compared to, like, Mimic and stuff, which is, impressive. And, in a perfect world, I can get my bestiary maxed out soon. Currently, I'm missing, I believe, they're about less than 7 perfect. Okay, no, I don't get to grind any XP. I think there are less than 7 perfect, like, fully completed cards in my bestiary right now, so getting more would certainly be nice, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to get more on this run, eh? I love these runs. Also, refill, having 4 starting passives, all of which are like at least decent, and then immediately getting probably the 2 strongest common relics in the game. Yeah, that's fun. That's really quite fun. It allowed me to do Ouroboros, and doing Ouroboros is quite good because you get to remove everything from your deck. Which most of the time you're removing a whole bunch of trash from your deck, which is definitely what you're after. And more importantly, I actually could just do Ouroboros as my main game plan. Now, towards the end there, of course, I did definitely want to focus more on the stats that I was getting per discard because they were actually just massive. Shoot skills, Musk of Joy, training weight, dumbbell was really, really good. But I also had a very real uh, game plan without using those stats per reload. Just not fully necessary because Rubble Binter Ouroboros can just crunch through enemies. Final bosses not excluded. The fleece was nice to dream about, but it never ended up lining up. And yeah, I love these full passive starting runs. The fact that you just get access to all starting passives, it really does feel like it's like playing Peglin as intended. You know what I mean? Even though it's significantly easier, I would actually really love if there was like somehow an extra mode which is like even tougher than Crucible 20. I wouldn't even say that mini boss meetup is even that hard technically. Like the thing about mini boss meetup is it's a round, so the start is really really hard, but it is a round, and you will just be instantly winning later on, very much so. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Area 4 making this kind of run much tougher because I love the how strong the start is for it, and I'm really really interested to see what kind of game plans you're going to need into Area 4.